as she does it. So now, move this around so we can get a good view. There we go. We're going to look at this, getting this rear main seal installed. Now, a lot of people have trouble with these, and this is really the easiest time to install it. So, you want the part with the spring, obviously, to face the inside of the motor. Now, what I'm going to do is I got the inside of this ring here all lubricated up, and I'm going to go ahead and slide this on. But what I'm first going to do is put a little gasket sealer around the outside of this. Now I'm going to obviously clean my hands off so this is a dry surface. And you want to make sure that your block here and your main cap is also nice and dry so that gasket sealer can really seal, because oftentimes it'll actually leak around the gasket or actually on these sides. So you want to put a little sealer on these sides and around the outside of this gasket, and you want to make sure it's pushed up totally against the block and the main cap here. And you might want to go around with a piece of wood and tap it, but generally at this stage you can get this seal in by hand. So we got a very light coat of sealer on there, and we're just gonna slide this baby on here. Push it down until it's seated. Take a little bit more gasket sealer. A little bit more of our sealer here, and get it in the sides. You need a very light coat, so obviously on this side I got way too much, but that's not going to be too big of an issue there as we wipe it out. You don't want to get it on your other mating surfaces. So anyway, we got that seated, and then we're going to run down our rear main cap here. So don't want to really make any mistakes where you got to pull it back out because you got sealer on it. So this is the best way. As you can see, it'll compress this ring down here. So as you go, you want to make sure that it's not getting squished out of place. So I'm going to get these nice and snug here. Okay, we're good and snug. You can see we just got a very small amount squishing out the sides, which is totally fine. Okay. Looks like our rear main seal is completely even all the way around. So just to verify here, we might put a little bit of force off of it. Visually it looks like it's seated all the way around, and from the feel it feels like it's good and seated. So I don't like to tap on it, because unless you have something where you can tap on the whole thing at once, you can kind of really mess it up, and that's why a lot of people get leaks, because you have to be able to tap on those all around at once. So you need a big cup that could go over that. So that's generally what a Ford dealer would have if they went to do it with the main cap still installed. So we're going to go ahead here and go in a 3-step torque process. So we need to go to 70 or 65. So I'm going to start out at 40 on both of these babies here, and you want to make sure you dog your engine stand when you're trying to torque, but I'm just going to have to deal with not having it dogged here. So now we're going to go to 60. Okay. Yeah, we get it dogged up there. There we go. Difficult to get proper camera angling. With my garage here. So now we're at 60. And I'm going to check the spec one more time, because I do believe it's 60 to 70. Indeed it is. So we're going to take them to 65. Okay, so we need to go to 70 foot-pounds. So we're going to hold it here. We got kind of a old school torque wrench, so we're going to get the back dogged over there and then bring it on to 70 foot-pounds. There we go, 70. And 70. So with that being done, this one-piece rear main seal should be seated up perfect. So anyway, that's kind of how the rear main seal is done. Now we're going to go ahead and work through the rest of the bearings. You want to be sure to dig your gasket sealer out of this area here where the pan gasket goes, because that can cause problems. So you can just kind of get in there with a screwdriver and get the most of it. It doesn't cause too many problems, but you can really get the vast majority of it out without too much of a headache. So there we go. We're all cleaned up, and we're not going to obstruct our pan gasket now.